Well, ABC2 is working for you tonight, sorting out the confusion when it comes to shopping for electricity. With energy rates increasing, now's the best time to start shopping around. ABC2 News' Don Harrison sorts out the savings.
Look at this.
That's where the rate changed.
That's what it looks like.
Linda and Rick Esterson didn't like what they were seeing on their electric bill, so they looked for ways to make it cheaper. Turned the lights off, used energy-efficient bulbs, and lowered the thermostat. But that wasn't enough, so they tried another option.
So we looked at different carriers.
Like a lot of us, they didn't know all their options. So they turned to the company they wanted to change from, BGE, which didn't make sense at first.
Why would you turn business away and give it to somebody else?
BGE doesn't turn it away. They are still a part of it because there are two parts to your bill. One is the deliverer, the company that owns the lines and delivers the electricity to your house, and the upkeep. The other is the supplier. Since the late 90s, Marylanders have been able to choose a different supplier, so that's what Rick and Linda did.
It was easy. The transition was seamless for me.
Rick did the research and didn't have to go far.
I actually started on BG&E's website.
It all seemed familiar to Rick.
That reminds me a lot of the breakup of the phone company in the 80s, where there was one provider and you were locked into that provider, and then you had a choice to go to whomever you wanted to. And that's exactly what we have now.
With those choices, you have several things to consider. How long do you want to commit? What type of energy, conventional or a more green approach like wind power?
The distribution part is regulated.
Senator Pipkin has dealt with deregulation for the 9 years he's been here and says alternative sources may be greener, but not necessarily cheaper.
No one's going to argue that wind or solar are good sources of power. The question is, how much does it cost and who pays for it?
Some legislators in Annapolis want the Maryland Public Service Commission to do a better job of educating Marylanders.
There's so many energy suppliers in the marketplace now. They're sending information to the public, and the public is saying, what is this? Can I really choose? Is this information legitimate? And that's what the Public Service Commission can help the public to understand.
Hearing about choice from me, who's trying to sell you something, versus hearing it from an independent agency like the Public Service Commission is a big difference. They're an independent agency. They're not telling you who to shop with, but at least they're explaining what your choices are.
So if you're looking to save some money or possibly save the planet, or maybe a little bit of both, the resources are out there and there's more options to choose from. It just takes a little research. In Annapolis, I'm Don Harrison for ABC2 News.